Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my nightmare.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Let me play with this, Daddy.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Fear Freaks podcast. My name's Braden.
I'm Destiny.
Dang, you okay?
Yeah, I had a cough and I had to talk, so I thought I would do 2 for 1, I guess.
2 for 1. And we are the Fear Freaks. Guys, we got freaking merch, yo. We got Fear Freaks podcast merchandise now, at least on the stream. It's not for sale yet, but Destiny and I are going to be supporting it. So, if anybody wants any, and if the demand gets high enough, perhaps we'll start, selling some sort of Fear Freaks merch. But I wanted to wear it tonight, mostly because it's freezing here in Chicago, Illinois. Destiny, I don't even want to hear anything about cold. How cold is it there today?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say it's probably like 40s right now.
40s? I mean, that's honestly like a hot day to a Chicago winter. So I'm just saying. So, it's we're sitting in the lovely 22 degrees right now. So there's that. You want to come out to Chicago and be here? We could switch if you want. You sure?
No, that's like Nick Cooling. We have like a little Killer Flicks group chat on Facebook, and the snow was like covering his like windows and doors. And I was like, oh my God. And here I am thinking, it's cold. It's 40 degrees. And he's like, you want to switch? I said, fuck no.
Yeah. I mean, it did snow last night. I was on my way home from work last night. Literally saw there's a easy way I take, and then there's a long way I have to go around everything. And there was an accident on the easy way. And there was cops literally up and down the freaking road. I was like, dang, this must be a major accident. Like someone really got hurt. Yeah, the roads weren't that great last night on the way home, but either way, we're here. We're here today. How you doing this week, Destiny? It's Friday night. This is the latest in the week I think we've ever done an episode. So, how was your week, and how are you doing?
My week wasn't that bad. Wasn't bad. Just worked.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything besides that. Try to watch some movies, and I don't think. Oh, I rewatched Scream 5 twice since our last stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Haven't really watched that much, but I plan on watching a movie right after this. I'm excited about that. Overall, I've just been here, just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling.
Sitting.
Same.
Yeah,
I visited my fam this past week in Arizona. That was pretty fun. Always nice to see them. Always nice to see the pups. My friends went out there. Blair and Alex both came out there with me. Rex just continues to not like anybody. Rex, the small Chihuahua, the one that looks like he can freaking play running back for a football team, literally just continues not to like anybody. He likes me. He's always liked me, but every time Blair and Alex come near him, he got okay at the end of the week. And I was telling him, I was like, you know what? It's funny because he just got comfortable with them, and now they're leaving, and then they're going to come back, and he's going to have to start all over again. I just don't get it. Yeah, I know. It takes him a while to get to like anybody before, like if it's not people that were there when he was initially brought home. So, Juice though, he's a licker. He likes to lick feet. He's got a foot fetish. But yeah, always nice to see the dogs. It was a fun week. So, but anyway, let's, tonight, guys, we got a fun episode tonight. I'm excited for tonight. This is a episode I was talking to Destiny about when we were just trying to think of different topics to do, maybe outside of movies, because we do talk about movies a lot. And next week we'll be back into movies. Next week we're talking about Leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. And then the week after, I believe, is the Haddonfield Nightmare music composer Adrian Emond is going to be on the show. So that'll be our second special guest, because we had Chad on for the Chucky series for episode 2. My God, that was episode 2 of this show. What the shit? We're on episode 14 tonight. That's crazy. Crazy. We're almost midway through the teens.
Dang.
I know.
Time just keeps on slipping.
I know, guys. And she's still here. She's still dealing with me. She's still putting up with me. obviously we're doing something right, you know. But yeah, tonight we're talking about some horror conspiracies. The objective of this was to do some sort of research, look into a conspiracy. This could have been for anything like sci-fi related, paranormal related, supernatural, which supernatural and paranormal, I guess, can be the same thing, maybe. I think it's just another word for them. Slasher, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
Because there are honestly conspiracies about, you know, slashers. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there are.
Maybe.
I know that there's that Bigfoot conspiracy that's still going on, whether or not Bigfoot exists. What are your thoughts on that? What's your take on Bigfoot? Do you think that Bigfoot exists? Is he real? Like
Bigfoot. I don't know.
Like
I don't know about that one.
Sasquatch?
Maybe, but I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm just like iffy on that. Now the Loch Ness Monster,
Oh, you think that one's real?
I think that one's real.
Okay, so
Definitely.
you think there's a monster going around in the sea somewhere?
Yes. How
Yeah.
could I not?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I still think that megalodons exist. So I think that, I mean, only 2 or 3% of our ocean floor have been discovered. It's
Yeah,
fucking, like,
definitely.
what are we doing up here? Get people down there. Build a research facility. Like, I mean, get people down there.
It's like I really want to know because I'm so interested in sea life. Like I used to want to be a marine biologist, obsessed with sharks. I would love to see what is down there, but also I would be so scared, I think. I don't know if I would ever go into the ocean, period. Like I'm already iffy about it now, but to see what could be down there, because some of those creatures that we have seen at the bottom, they look pretty freaky because they're basically like blind because they don't reach sunlight. So they look already fucking scary. So I couldn't imagine, but
yeah, like the
there's some
deepest part of
shit.
the ocean, I think, sits at like 36,900 and something feet. Like, I mean, like there is a certain point, like about midway through, like where, yeah, just the light just leaves because it's so deep. So, which is crazy if you ask me. Like, there's like, I don't even think it's half. Like, I think it's like a quarter of the way down. It goes dark, and then you just don't see anything. And I'm always just terrified from that scene. I think it was Finding Nemo that like really got me. Like when Marlin and Dory, like they went into the black part of the ocean and they saw like the little light.
Oh,
and then it like turns on and it's that like giant fish with the teeth. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she's like, here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Yeah, like
here,
that's
fishy, fishy.
That's freaking wild. Like that's I don't do anything. Like I'm, especially in the ocean, if I can't see anything, and let's face it, if you're in like a submarine and it just if it explodes and like you're just floating down there, you ain't making it back to the top. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. That's it.
100%.
Honestly, at that point, I first of all, my biggest fear, I don't know which one. I can't think of which one would be worse: burning alive or freaking drowning. Like,
I know.
I'm almost thinking drowning would be better because I feel like being on fire for like minutes would hurt more. But I mean, at that point, I would just be like, "Yo, if there's a megalodon down here, just come on and scoop me up. Like, you know, just let's go." Like, I'd just be like, "Put me out of my misery. At least your sharp tooth will take me out." So, you know,
Definitely.
like,
Them bitches.
yeah. I mean, I would be like literally. I mean, I would be swallowed in whole in less than 0.2 seconds. So, you know, like maybe I wouldn't even feel a thing. Who the hell knows? But
who knows? Or you're swallowed whole and then you have to like sit in their like acid, in their stomach acid.
oh man, that's even worse, honestly.
Because that would be slow, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think you would immediately die. That would probably be pretty slow.
probably. I don't know. Like that. I don't know. Like that would just be super weird. Like, you know, like I'm saying it's weird, like as if it's something that people can just go do. Like, you know, just be in a submarine, it explodes, and then all of a sudden you're in the ocean and then something can come scoop you up. Like, I mean, the giant squid, I do think that that's also available. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I definitely think that that's somewhere. I mean, honestly, I truly think that these creatures still exist. And, you know, I don't know.
They're just down there.
They're just down there and they're not being bothered. That's why they're not coming out here. But the minute that someone
Exactly.
decides to go down there and shake up some shit, then like, I mean, honestly, I just think that the movie The Meg got like all these things in my brain. Like, you know, how there's like all of a sudden something, even though it looks like sand, there you go through the sand and it's even deeper. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's honestly pretty interesting because I honestly do think that something like that in a trench could exist. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's freaking wild. So I don't know. But anyway, all right, let's get into this thing. So disclaimer, if Destiny and I mysteriously go missing after tonight,
Told you not to do this shit,
oh my god.
and I said I would leave.
Oh, you know, you did not. I didn't hear you say that.
I said it.
I was
I said it.
first of all, I'm joking. I'm not giving a special shout out to anybody. I'm just saying we're talking about conspiracy theories. That's it. Conspiracy theories tend to be one of those internet things like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know. So, well, it all also depends on what theory that you know you have. What conspiracy theory? Is the conspiracy theory that you came up with one that you actually believe? Is this like something that you firmly full on like, you know, this is real and there's no way you can convince me otherwise? Is there research on it? Like what so what are you doing and do you believe in it?
Okay, well, mine isn't so much as it's not so much a conspiracy theory because this really did happen. Like, this freaking happened and it's weird. It's
Okay.
more of like what could have caused this to happen. So, mine is the dancing plague in 1518.
The dancing plague
Plague. Yes.
of
Yes.
1518. Okay, 1518. The years 1518. We're setting the tone for everybody. Cool.
Yeah. 1518. So, in 1518, and I'm probably saying this wrong because I do not know this place. It was in Strasbourg, and this girl named Fra Trophia, she went out into the street. She just started dancing. Okay, just
Mm-hmm.
dancing. She continued to dance, and I don't think she danced like night and day, like from start to finish. I read that she did go to sleep and stuff, but as soon as she would get up, she wouldn't eat or anything. She would just go out and start dancing again. So it was a lot of the day. She just was dancing in the street. All
Okay.
right. So then that happened in July. And then in August, the more people started to join. And over time, more people continued to just dance in the street with her. They're all just dancing. And it happened so much. There's 400 people just fucking dancing. They built a fucking stage in the middle of the town for them to dance on. They had like professional dancers come in. They were dancing with them. They even got a freaking live band to play music while they were dancing. So everyone's just having a good time dancing until some of them started to drop because they are so tired because they just fucking been dancing. So some were dropping just from exhaustion, and then some people ended up dying from like heart attacks because they couldn't fucking stop dancing. And so
They just
that's
couldn't stop like at
they
all. Like
no, they
their
just
bodies just kept dancing.
they just couldn't just dance. They would like some of them would leave, go home, but then in the morning they would start up right again. So just wouldn't stop basically. So then some of them just died from strokes and heart attacks, and eventually it got so bad to where they just took the people and they fucking took them to a mountaintop and prayed for it to stop, and then it stopped. That's pretty strange, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was making these people dance? And there was like a historian who said that maybe like it could have been a combination from like the stress of like disease and famine that was happening. Excuse me. And also there was a saint called Vitus who was believed to like curse people through dance, and so they thought maybe it was a mixture of the stress from the famine and the disease along with this saint that combined them to all share mass hysteria of anxiety, and they were dancing to think that that would go away. That
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like, and did you mention a timeline as to like how long they were dancing? Like,
Yeah, so it started in July 1518. By
okay,
August, that's when there was like 400 people, and then it happened until September. So from July to September, September's when it ended. They literally had to force people to go to this mountaintop so they could pray for it to go away.
Okay, that's weird.
Very weird. So there's something that was making these people to where they couldn't stop dancing.
And what do you think it was? Demons, ghosts, aliens, maybe a UFO that was like taking it like with them, like it was like beaming on them.
I generally I don't know, because so I looked up, I was kind of like looking into mass hysteria as well, because I think that's really interesting. So it starts off, it started off as this one lady who began doing this, and then like a dozen people joined her, and then all of a sudden there's 400 people, and then people were dying. So it was just something which mass hysteria, whenever I looked it up, we still don't exactly know. Like, mass hysteria can be set off by different things. I saw one of them was in this high school where they were just like, it started with a student who was like hot and having fevers, and she was like jittery and like shaking a lot. And then over the course of a couple of months, 12 other students had done the exact same thing. So they looked into it. Was it like the food? Was there some sort of virus in the air? But it was only these 12 people. They're like, maybe it was stress from school, but it was only 12 people. But why just 12?
Mm-hmm.
What caused this to happen? We don't fully know. When mass hysteria happens, I mean, it could be something like, I don't know, something happens on social media and then everyone starts freaking out. I guess that could be considered mass hysteria, but a lot of the times they're not sure what happened. It's just like some sort of shared anxiety with the people that made them react in bizarre ways.
Yeah, that's weird, and that's interesting. Like, do you know if there's like a Hollywood movie on that or anything like that? Do you know if there's like a movie or a documentary or anything on something like that? I feel like that could honestly be a pretty interesting take on a film. Like, is there's a
No,
lot
not
of
that
stuff
I know of.
there's a lot of stuff that's like spooky about like anything prior to the 1900s, in my opinion. So, it's like I feel like the 1900s of the 2000s are like the most normal of like the last like like the last like 6 or 7 centuries. Like I feel like. So I mean that's yeah, that'd honestly be a pretty interesting take on something. But wow. That I'm just trying to think on like what it could have been that, was causing them to continue to dance, and they just couldn't stop, like to the point to like where you're having, it's not just the fact that they couldn't stop, it's the fact that they couldn't stop to the point to like where they're passing out and having heart attacks because like their heart rate is getting up so much. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, did it say anything about anyone saying that they just couldn't stop or anything?
No,
Or
I didn't see any sort of reports, but also this is from so long ago.
Yeah.
Who even knows, But this is like written down in like historical documents.
Yeah.
I didn't see any documents. I just saw like stories about this. So maybe they're out there. I didn't see any because I don't have historical documents, but maybe they're out there. And another thing that I saw, like bizarre actions, that's obviously a side effect, because usually when this one person starts it, that's when it gets shared. So whatever this person's doing gets shared on to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing is collective hallucinations, which I think is pretty fascinating. So that means this group of people, they're like seeing the same or similar sort of things. I didn't see any sort of incident where that happened, but I'm sure they're out there if it's being reported on. And psychogenic illness. So some people report like having headaches is a really common symptom between like people. Like I said, fevers, shakes, any sort of like trembling that can be like passed on to another.
Interesting. Like that.
Yeah.
This is like one of those things like where I like want to like look into a little bit more. Mitch the Ripper says mass psychosis is most likely the solution. Just look at what people believe without evidence today. I bet someone told them that to dance was to drive off the undead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
saw it
mean,
was like supposed to like repel like they're like doing it so they wouldn't, I guess, like get sick or something.
mhm.
They were doing it in order to keep like this thing off them. That's what someone. That's why they believe the first girl started doing it, was to
Gotcha.
for like the whole like fucking saint guy, whatever, Vitus.
The saint guy, Saint Vitus or whatever.
Yeah,
um
Catholic saint.
yeah, by the way, hello to everyone that's in the chat. Good Real Hunting, what's up? Liz R, how are ya? Mitch, how's it going? 5 Star Media, Ryan Peterson, welcome from the Netherlands, my dude.
Wow.
And yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys have any sort of conspiracies that you guys want to talk about tonight here, please leave comments and let us know what your guys' thoughts are on anything that we're talking about. If you've heard any fascinating ones that you might want us to bring up, just bring it up. Give a little. You don't have to give like an essay about it, but give like a little detail. I mean, I feel like that this is going to be something that we have to do more than once on this show anyway, because there are so many damn conspiracies that honestly, like, so Destiny, I actually did just start watching more of BuzzFeed Unsolved too. Like, I mean, now I'm hooked at this point. I'm on episode 3 of season 1. I know I'm only on episode 3, but but what do you call it? I'm on the episode where, I mean, these episodes vary. I didn't even realize that. I thought all of them were going to be pretty short, but I mean, like, they kind of are. But I'm on the episode where they go into the 3 ghosts and demon houses or whatever. Like, they go see the Sally house. They're at the Winchester house.
Like the
right
hour-long episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just met with the pastor that the movie with what Anthony Hopkins was based off of. I think it was The Right, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Right.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he just had him bless a water bottle before they went in. So I'm curious to see like what they find, now. But I don't know, just like stuff like this fascinates me because, like, I mean, talk about conspiracies. I mean, has nothing to do with, I mean, it kind of does with what you believe and what you don't believe. But I mean, ghosts is definitely something that I believe in. I mean, I believe in ghosts. I believe in the paranormal, the supernatural. I believe in demons and all this shit that, occurs. I know, yes, that there is a lot of people online that like to do stuff and hoax people, with everything. TikTok is obviously a major platform nowadays where something can be looked at as fake. However, there are some of them where I can kind of tell that shit is actually perhaps a little real. And like the one I just saw was a guy wakes up in the middle of the night. Now, this terrified me. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like 11 p.m. hits my time, or our time, I should say, because you're central as well. But like 11 p.m. hits, and all of a sudden TikTok is just like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking
Spooky.
feed you. Yeah, I'm gonna feed you all the spooky shit. So there's a TikTok I just saw of this guy wakes up in the middle of the night to noises in his house. He walks into his kitchen. He turns the camera. His girlfriend is standing over by the fridge. Scared the shit out of me. I thought that was like actually somebody that wasn't supposed to be in his house at first, because like she had, I mean, and like it's just because it was like so fast. Like I didn't see anybody over there. Like when so he turns back, she's there. So then he's like moving into like he's on like the second level. He's in his kitchen. He's coming into an area where you put your shoes, and there's a staircase leading to their garage, and there's something at the bottom like hitting against their door, and you don't see what it is. Like it's just it's completely dark, and then it's like you just hear, and then he goes hello, and it stops. It just legitimately stops, and then all of a sudden it's everybody's worst fucking fear. You hear fucking footsteps running up the stairs, and nobody's like there, and he just fucking takes off into his kitchen like with his girlfriend. But like shit like that, like I'm just like, I mean, yeah, there are sound effects and stuff like that you can do, but this man genuinely seems scared out of his fucking mind. Like, I mean, like, because like there are those TikToks like where it's like the acting is so bad, like someone's like, oh my god, it just moved behind, look, that lamp just fucking moved. But this guy genuinely seemed fucking terrified. Like, he just genuinely seemed like, oh shit, something's in his house. And my advice was, buddy, pack your shit and it's time to get the hell out. But I mean, in a way, you can't even do that because, like, like the spirits will fucking follow you. Like, like once a spirit gets attached, it's on you. It's a part of you, and until something stops it. So either way, ghosts, demons, fucking believe in all that shit. I mean, I've had a fair amount of creepy shit happen to me, growing up. And like I've been to Aux Sable Cemetery, which is one of the most haunted cemeteries in the state of Illinois. If you guys look it up, there's a lot of ghost stories about it. Destiny, I remember I sent you some images about that. Like, I mean, it's literally in the middle of the woods and it looks fucking terrifying. Like, it genuinely looks spooky. But what I looked into is aliens. I truly, truly, truly believe that I mean, I personally think that aliens already walk amongst us, but that's just me. Like, part of me is just like, there's no way in hell that we're the only life form in the freaking galaxy. Like, I mean, there's no way. And I'm specifically covering, and this is just one that, I mean, like, that I've been fascinated in ever since Destiny got me hooked on to this YouTube show called BuzzFeed Unsolved. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to recommend it here. Destiny, she gets all the credit because, like, I had no idea who these guys were prior to her introducing me to them. But they do a lot of stuff. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what they are on another channel now. Of course, watch all the BuzzFeed Unsolved because they're great. They do like true crime, supernatural. They have like BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural. So they go to these, it's kind of like the Sally House and like what you're saying, that long one. But it's like more specifically just supernatural. They'll go to like haunted places and stay the night there sometimes. But I think it's called like The Watcher, I believe. They're on another channel now. They left BuzzFeed Unsolved. So once you caught up, move to The Watcher because they have more stuff over there. Same sort of things, just not BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Same guys?
Yeah, Shane and Ryan.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, they what do you call it? They're great. And I like how even like when stuff is like getting kind of creepy, you've got, who's the one that always just comments on, like, is it Shane?
Shane, like the smart alecky, like he doesn't believe. Yeah.
Like, I mean, and then Ryan is like even in the paranormal one that they're doing right now in the Winchester house, at least in the beginning of this episode, like, Ryan's like, I got shivers down my spine. He goes, you can't even tell me that nothing's wrong with you. He goes, dude, nothing's wrong with me. He goes, you're fucking crazy. Like, I mean,
and the best episodes, the fucking best ones, are when Shane is like, that was kind of weird, because it starts to happen. There's a couple of them where he's like, I can't explain that. Like, that is definitely strange. He's not scared, but he's like, that's definitely something that's not right.
Yeah.
So those are like the really good episodes.
No, I mean, like, just even like what they do is honestly fascinating. And I think that it's really cool that I thought it was just, I didn't know, because episode 1 is just them talking. Episode 2 with the Illuminati and everything, they're kind of talking to researchers, they're talking to professors at universities. And now in episode 3, they're talking about, all these cases, and they meet with the pastor at the church in California. And I'm like, this is really cool that they're setting up all these interviews. I thought it was just 2 guys that kind of went around and, filmed it and taped it, got permission to, but I didn't know that they had like all this stuff involved. And when that pastor said that he was like, how many exorcisms have you performed in your life? He goes, between 50 and 70. Between 50 and 70. He just said that answer like it was nothing. Like, I was just like, between 50 and 70, what?
That's a lot of things.
That's a lot of freaking exorcisms. That's a lot of demonic experiences. Like, like, that's insane. I'm sitting there, I'm like, the Warrens ain't got nothing on this guy, dude. Like, I mean, the Warrens definitely do have a lot of shit on a lot of people, but maybe some, but like, I mean, there are some really weird things so there was one night back when The Conjuring 2 came out that my friends and I, like, we all sat around, this was just one summer night. It's like the week before Conjuring 2 came out. We're all sitting with our laptops around my kitchen table, and we're doing research on the Warrens cases. And I found that, they, in their, house and in their room of demonic figures and everything, the Annabelle case has the warning on it saying, do not taunt, do not touch, do not open, do not whatever. There was a guy, a biker dude, that decided to apparently taunt the doll or whatever. And, I was reading this article, and I had hairs literally standing up on my arms as I was reading it. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I mean, like, my parents were out of town on vacation. I had my friends over. My sisters were out. It was just us in the house. So if any shit was about to happen, I was not prepared to, defend anybody. And I was about to leave my friends, and I was going to take off. So, that house, it's the demon's house now. So, but either way, this biker was found dead that afternoon in a biking accident after taunting the Annabelle case. And I'm just like, this is fucking crazy. Like, this is wild. So don't play around with stuff like that. Like, don't even try, because that's, like, scary shit. But anyway, the what I started looking into is the Men in Black, these guys that show up. And so any time in like the 50s moving forward, anytime someone claimed that they had seen a UFO, that a UFO has been in their sight, or if they've had an encounter with a UFO and they've started to publicly talk about it and they've started to publicly research it, like if they specifically bring like an item from like, their sighting or their experience, these two Men in Black, who are described as tall, just terrifying like figures, that wear a black coat and a black hat. They look like businessmen. They look like literally like 1960 businessmen, or like they're straight out of the show from Peaky Blinders. But that's what they wear, and they will show up and they will ask to confiscate all your research and to say that you never speak of it again. And they'll occasionally throw in like minute threats, like, I shouldn't even say minute, like based on Shane and Ryan. This one guy got told, if he doesn't he said, you will confiscate your research right now if you'd like your wife to stay as pretty as she is. And then I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I can even throw in a smart ass comment. Like, well, what if I don't think she's pretty right now? Like,
Like, here,
yeah.
take it.
I don't even know if I can throw in something like that. I don't even know what I would do. Like, honestly, like if like I just like was encountered by them. And there was actually like there's video footage of like these types of men like actually encountering people or stepping into places that have claimed that, like, they've seen a UFO, or like that they've been researching UFOs based off of an encounter that they had, which is honestly just which is kind of crazy. So, and like their descriptions are kind of scary as hell too. Like, like the descriptions, like the one really gets me. Like, I even looked more into the one because there are more than what Shane and Ryan discussed on BuzzFeed Unsolved. But the one like where he had like the pink lipstick on, he had like no eyebrows, he was bald. Like that's weird to me. Like I just don't understand, like, where stuff like that comes from. But either way, I truly think, I personally think that I think that the government's hiding something right now. So, that's my personal opinion. I think that they are keeping something. I feel like that they made a much bigger deal about Area 51 than they would have if nothing was actually in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, wasn't it NASA that came out like last year that said like, hey, yeah, like they came out and said like UFOs, like that, it's real, like this shit's real, but we just don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, they said they don't know, but NASA came out and said that it's real.
Yeah. So
That's contradicting itself literally in one sentence. It's like that comes straight out of the book, How to Contradict Yourself in a Sentence. Like, I mean, like they're not real, or they're real, but we don't know that they're real. What? Huh? What'd you just say? Like, I'm like, that's like like, what did he say? Like, you know. So, I mean, I just think that they made a much bigger deal. I feel like that they made a much bigger deal out of it than they needed to. Like, they said that people were going to be shot if they decided to, you know, raid it. I get it. It's government property. But I feel like that they didn't even make that big of a fuss when, sure, it was national news, but the security wasn't that big when the fucking people were raiding the Capitol last year. I mean, and that made national news. Like, that was like 5 days into 2021 last year. Like, I mean, like, that was insane. And now, like, and then they didn't make a huge deal, like, or as big of a deal about that as they did. Oh, Area 51, people are going to raid it. It's time to bring out the machine guns. It's time to shoot some people. So, honestly, I think that, and even based on what I showed you last week, if you guys look up like aliens on a beach, there is an image of something laying on a beach. I don't know which beach it is, but it's like got police. It's got like it's got stuff all around it. It's got, you know, government peeps all around it, and it doesn't look like a human. It does not look like a human at all. It looks like it's a fucking alien laying in the sand. And like that gets me to question, like, dude, like, this is freaking crazy. I truly think that, you know, I don't know. I think that aliens are either here or we're in communication with them right now. You know, because I know that they're having a fun time watching us down here with what's going on this earth. Like,
these fucking idiots, man. What are they doing?
I literally keep seeing these memes. It's like aliens watching season 2022 of Earth. Like, god damn.
No,
Like,
literally.
this is freaking wild. But yeah, like the Men in Black is a big theory that started in the 50s, and they've appeared at every major research piece that have existed on UFOs. And part of me is just like, it makes me wonder why even since then, why they're so secretive. Sure, if aliens existed and God forbid humans found out that they're not the only ones in the galaxy, that would probably be an issue to them.
Yeah, I think that the real thing is like, okay, we know aliens are real, cool, but like I was saying, mass hysteria. Okay, you say aliens are real, some people are gonna be like, whoa, that's awesome. Some people are gonna freak the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to cause a lot of panic, and I think it's pretty understandable because we have this idea of aliens, but we don't know how aliens are. We don't necessarily know exactly how they look. We have this Hollywood image of like the gray head and it's kind of short and big eyes, but we don't fucking know what they look like. We don't know how they're going to react to us. Are they going to be friendly? Are they going to be hostile? Would it just kill us? Attack us? Who knows? Invade the earth? We don't know.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. It's like some people are going to be fine, but it's going to cause a lot of panic. That's scary itself. People are scary. People, when there's commotion, there's any sort of panic, that's fucking terrifying. When we fucking ran out of toilet paper, everyone bought all the toilet paper. That itself right there, that's just people freaking out and buying everything that they can, thinking it's gonna run out. So we find out there's fucking aliens. Imagine what that's gonna do.
Yeah, I think you and I had that conversation a couple months back. Like, we were talking about exactly what you just said. Like, the government alone, people don't trust the government. People don't trust politicians. People don't trust anybody. Why in the hell would they just come out and say, "Oh yeah, aliens exist"? Imagine how much trust people would imagine how much more trust people would lose in the government if that ever was just a thing. They wouldn't trust a goddamn thing again. I mean, there are also people like, you want to talk about conspiracies and hoaxes. Let's talk about the fucking COVID vaccine and everything. Because I mean, I know that was a huge one last year. Everyone's
Still
like, you
is.
know, like,
Still
I mean,
going.
it's still a big conspiracy. Like, you know, that like the government, like, why is all of a sudden the government pushing people to get the COVID vaccine and everything? Like, I mean, granted, I mean, I'm as sick of talking about COVID as, you know, anybody. But I mean, it's a thing. It's one of those big conspiracy theories from like even this last year, is that the minute that the government said that, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, you know, make everybody get the vaccine, or you need the vaccine to do this, this, and this. I mean, and then like, you know, some people were fine during it, some people got sick during it, and then I mean, I think that the biggest shock of last year, and I mean, I don't mean to get like political or anything, but like when Biden came in and like he was like talking about, if you really want to prepare for the hurricane, it's like, you know, you've probably seen the TikTok or whatever. Like it's him at a press conference saying, he's like, the best way to prepare for the hurricane is to get vaccinated now. And then it's like there was a huge meme about it, and everyone's like, what? Everyone's just like, wait, what?
What's
Like,
a real hurricane, or is this figurative?
no,
Like
it was a real hurricane. It was the
a real
hurricane that
one.
hit the south, like I mean, or like the southeast. And I was just like, huh?
You can breathe underwater.
No, I mean, I don't
What's
freaking
going
know.
on? That's kind of strange. I don't think you should be pushing the vaccine for the hurricane. Maybe just keep it to COVID. Keep it COVID related. That's what it's for, not for a hurricane. That's
Yeah.
very. I don't think I saw that. That's
No,
strange.
if I think I liked one of them. I'll try and find it and I'll send it to you. And I was just like, wait, I'm like, so we're talking about a hurricane and you're talking about the vaccine. Something doesn't fucking add up right now.
Where's the
Like,
correlation?
I mean, like, what the hell is going on? And I mean, that didn't help Biden's case at all, because obviously
That's
people
just
there
weird.
are a lot of people that obviously have words about the political candidates that have been over the course of the last few years, rightfully so. But I mean, like, still, I was just like, you're not helping your case right now.
You
Like, you're
can't
just
just say
making your
that. You
like
can't just say that.
you're making yourself more of a meme than you need to be, buddy. Like, come on, like, you know.
That just makes him
Um,
look dumb. Like that isn't. That just don't do that, man. Just
Yeah,
don't do
like
that.
just don't say that.
You can't
Just
just say
help
whatever.
your
Come
kid.
on.
You can't just come on national television and say that. Like, I mean, like,
It's there forever, man.
it's like, you know, it's like he really thought he could say that, huh? Like, that's like everybody, like, you thought you could say that and get away with it. But yeah, like, so the Men in Black conspiracy is honestly something that that I find pretty fascinating. Is that, you know, these guys, they show up and, you know, will tell you to either confiscate it or else, basically. Like, they don't, there's never been anything about them hurting anybody. It's always just been that they've shown up and they've been mysterious, and that, you know, as long as you do what they say and confiscate, or that you give up your research to them, then they just disappear. I also find it weird that there was a senator that claims to have seen somebody like this, like, to where there was a black BMW that pulled up and a guy got out and he was watching him, who was actually, he was researching UFOs and talking about it. He was actually about to do a show on CBS, I think. And he witnessed this guy saying, or he witnessed this guy, and like he looked at him, and then he turned back, and the guy was gone. Like, and the BMW was gone too. And then he went to CBS, or he went to the studio that he was going to be running the show with, saying that this guy encountered them and said that the show was canceled immediately. Like, you know, so anything that is trying to get out there about anything with UFOs, I mean, in a way, it kind of just makes me want to say I've encountered it, just to see if it's real, you
What
know,
the
because, like,
fuck?
I mean, just to see if it's real. Like, I mean, again, I've never heard anything bad about it. I've never heard of anything bad about anything that's happened, as long as you've cooperated with what these guys have said. Now, I mean, then again, maybe something did and they were forced not to say anything. I don't know.
Well, I haven't witnessed shit. I don't know shit about anything, so I'm just here minding my business.
Look, I don't know anything about anything either. I'm not saying that, like, I have. I'm just saying,
Just saying.
yeah. You'll be
Mm.
seeing me. You'll be seeing me. I'm going to mysteriously disappear tomorrow.
Oh my god. You are something. You're saying that. Do you
No.
think mermaids are real?
I don't know. That one's always kind of been a hard one for me. Like, I mean, because, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's a half human, half fish that can breathe underwater. As much as I love Aquaman, I mean, I'd love to believe that, like, I mean,
Yeah.
but I have a hard time thinking that those are real. Do you think that they're real?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I think mermaids are real. Yeah,
You think
definitely.
mermaids are real? Okay.
Yeah. But again, it's not what we think they would look like. It looks much more grotesque. They don't look pretty. It's not at all what you would probably think. But I definitely think they're real. I was obsessed. Anytime there is sort of like how there's like Shark Week, there would be some days where they would be doing like mermaid things, like mermaid shows, like
I love
research
Shark Week.
things, and yeah. Me too. I love Shark Week. But there's some about mermaids. I was just like, damn. There's one that which I haven't seen underwater, but I've seen pictures from underwater. But it looks similar to that. It was like they're like on a submarine. They're somewhere, and then there is this. It looks like a hand, but it looks like bone, basically, like a hand but bone, and it hits like the glass, and you see it for like a second, and then it pulls back. And I was just like, damn, what was that? If I can find that video, I'll share it with you, because I was like, I don't know, man. But I think they could be out there. We don't know.
I
So
mean,
I think there's a chance.
that is true. Unless they invent something that could zip across the ocean and tell us everything that we need to know about it, then, I mean, because, I mean, the fact is that, like, I feel like one fact until I start talking about the ocean with people that I always overlook is the fact that that the earth is 70% water and 30% land. Like, that's insane. Like, what the hell is underneath us, and why are we focusing more about our problems up here when we can be more fascinated with what's going on underneath us? Because there's stuff that's going on underneath us that can be just as let me try this, world destruction at whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Y'all know. What percent is this, by the way?
No, honestly.
I mean, like, it's only 4.9. Like, that's not bad. Like,
Lightweight.
Shut the hell up. You want to talk about lightweight?
No, I don't, because
I was gonna
I'm
say,
drinking this right now and I feel it.
are you serious? Is
I
that why?
love it.
Is that why you're cutting in and out of the conversation? Like, I see you just like, huh. Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Huh?
this is why. Yeah.
Yeah, mermaids are real. What?
You think mermaids are real or not? And then I'm back here again. And then I'm back here.
Oh my God.
Basically.
No. Yeah, mermaids being real. I've never really thought about that, honestly. It's not one that I've really, been thinking about in terms of, the big conspiracies. But now that I think about it, that kind of is one of those things that people can think about, I feel like it's like a shower thought. Like, you're just showering, you're like having the water like on you, and you're like, I wonder if mermaids are real.
Just looking at like your hand. Huh.
No.
I wonder. But there's
Am I
also that
part
thing
fish?
like evolution that, we came from fish. Like a fish got on land and then that turned into people eventually. So there's that too that I'm like, maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
No, I
You don't
definitely
think we
think
were fish?
no, I think that our evolution comes from monkeys because
I mean, makes sense. But
yeah,
we could have came from fish. I'm just saying. Just saying.
we could have. You're right. But I feel
Oh.
like mermaids would have definitely come from fish because, they're
Well,
yeah.
but there was another thing I saw that, this doesn't prove anything, but I was like, huh. whenever our fingers, when you're in the water for too long, how they get all weird and like raisiny. But that's to help you keep traction underwater. So I was just like, huh. Water. Mermaids? I don't know. Fish theory? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like mermaids are that's an interesting one. That's for sure. So Liz R here says that many sailors have reported seeing mermaids. I mean, it's like how can you not like report it? I mean, I'm sure that there are things that might look like it, you know. Like part of me is just like I don't fucking know. Like that one's just a very hard one for me. Mental X says that Bigfoot is not real. I was talking about Bigfoot in the beginning of this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, I've seen Bigfoot before. I've seen him in the Sasquatch commercials for beef jerky. You know, like I mean,
he's been on. He's not real.
He's been on TV. That's not a guy in a suit.
Right
That's that is the actual Sasquatch, and it's been confirmed by Jack Links.
I've seen that iCarly episode. Okay. And although one of the Bigfoots are fake and just a scientist or writer, I can't remember, when they're driving off, no, their RV gets stolen. And at the end of that, we hear Sasquatch noises. So it was on iCarly.
I mean, I think we're fucking proving a theory right now. This is no longer going to be a conspiracy theory.
Bigfoot's real.
Bigfoot is fucking real.
And I'm going to find them tonight.
We are going, I mean, do you say tonight?
Tonight, right after this.
She is going on a freaking venture. Destiny, it's dark outside where I'm at right now. So,
oh yeah, it's dark.
You have fun out there and you let me know how it goes. Like, I don't go into woodsy areas past a certain time. You know, I've seen Friday the 13th. I've seen all that shit. I don't do that. So you have fun, you know, FaceTime me if you know you need guidance. I'm not going to be helpful, but you know, mostly because I'm going to down another 10 of these. So you know, I'll try and answer. I'm like, I'll like be going to answer and I'm just going to hit decline accidentally. I'm like, if she really needs me, she'll call me back. Yeah, she's good.
I'm just being attacked by Sasquatch.
Being attacked by Sasquatch. So
there's some woods by my house, so who knows? Maybe he's out there just chilling.
He might be. Yeah, I mean, you've got woodsy areas by your house, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
right over there. So
yeah, he's probably out there now looking for you.
Did you say my name?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, Sasquatch, huh? Like, I know I'm kind of a big deal, but I'm about to become the biggest deal once I prove these motherfuckers that I am indeed real. Like, you know. No, I mean, like, I don't even know how Bigfoot got. I mean, I know that that's been a conspiracy I've heard about forever. I just don't know if I really know the story as to how the fuck that became a thing. Like, why did somebody just decide that, oh, there's a Bigfoot and he's super hairy and looks like fuck? Honestly, the thing that reminds me of Bigfoot is fucking Chewbacca from Star Wars. Like, I mean, that's basically it. Like, I mean, trying to tell me that Chewbacca's not real? Are you really trying to fucking crush my dreams right now?
You're telling me Star Wars wasn't real?
You're telling me that those lightsabers, those laser swords aren't fucking real? Get the hell out of here. Those things are as real as my skin on my body. Yeah. Like, I mean,
this is pretty real.
Like, here we go. You ready for this high thought? Maybe I'm not real. Maybe I'm not a real human being.
No, all of this, all of this right here, not real.
All of this is not real. Like, you know.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, that was weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, there's no way this isn't a simulation. There's no way this shit's real. Sometimes I'm like, it could be coincidence, but when it starts happening over and over, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because I'm speaking it into existence or if there's just a glitch.
I don't know. You know, so have you ever watched I just watched this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. It's Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. It's on Disney Plus right now. But it's about and I mean, I liked it a lot because I'm into, like, you know, video games, and, you know, I play a lot of games that have what do you call it? It's not CGIs. God, what the fuck are those things? It's just computerized characters. But Ryan Reynolds is a character in a game. He's a background guy that like is a glitch or something, and he literally is incredibly like smart and becomes like one of the main parts of the game, but he's like not a real existence. He's an artificial intelligence or whatever. But yeah, Free Guy is absolutely amazing, and he gets told that he's not a real person. He's just a guy existing in a game, and it really like makes him like think, and it shows that he's more than what he was actually originally designed to be. But NPCs, thank you, Chad. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Just yeah, they're just NPCs in the background. That's exactly what he was. And he's only a character in the term when the players actually come in like contact with them. So it's like he says one line that's out of place, and then the character that's playing or the person that's playing as his character is like, well, that's a new one, you know? So it was just really cool, and it kind of like made me like think about like what we're talking about in terms of what the fuck were we talking about? What were we just talking about? Because like I feel like I went on that, huh? Yeah, the glitch.
Simulation.
Yeah, the simulation. There you go. So I swear I'm okay.
Yeah, good. That was good.
I caught it. Who saw that? Who saw me catch that?
We all did.
Yeah.
We all did. That's how you knock it over.
Everybody, yeah, I know, because this would have been right on my computer, and then I just it would have been like, I would have been
done.
Would have been it. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't drink during podcast episodes anymore.
You encouraged me to do this.
I said I had a drink, and you're
you
like,
said, "Do you have one?" I said,
I asked you, "Are you having one?" The answer could have flat out just been no. It could have just been like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. What's the percent on that anyway?
I don't remember that happening. What'd you say?
What do you mean you don't remember that happening? I said that I asked you, are you having one? You could have said no. I asked then, what is the percent on that? What is the alcohol percentage on that?
4.5.
Dang, mine's 0.4% higher than yours.
Well, I'm sure mine tastes better.
That's false information.
Pineapple and coconut?
Pineapple and coconut, what? Rum?
I don't know. Smirnoff?
That doesn't look like a Smirnoff bottle.
It is. Look, see?
Oh, it is.
These are from our Halloween Kills drink along.
You zoomed it on. You zoomed it in too much, so I couldn't see it the first time.
Is that better?
No, no, that's not better at all. So, okay, so you were drinking that during Halloween Kills, and those are what? How many of those did you drink before you were out cold?
No, to be fair, I had the shot of moonshine, which said 20% alcohol. I remember. And then I had, I think, 2 of these. So 2 of these plus the moonshine.
Wow.
The moonshine was a lot.
Yeah.
It was. That's what messed me up. I was feeling good until that point. That point I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
Like you're seeing stars. You're like, how much longer do we have on this movie? Fucking hour. God.
Literally, I was like, oh no.
No.
I just need to lay down. I'm not feeling too good.
Yeah, we do have our Scream watch along coming up next month, so that's not a drink along; it's a watch along.
It should be.
You want it to be a drink along?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do another.
I'm gonna
drink
need
along. It. You're gonna need it. Oh, for I know exactly what you mean. So okay, we could do a drink along. What do you want to do? Every death? I mean, there's not really too many.
Oh, but dude, if we do like movie references, anytime they reference another horror movie.
Okay, so why don't we do anytime a horror movie is referenced and anytime there's a kill? So
yeah.
I feel like
call.
Huh?
And at each phone call.
God damn, you're really trying to get fucked up, aren't you?
I mean, if I'm just sipping on this, I don't have to do another shot. I probably won't do another shot.
Okay, so every phone call as well. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm down. So every death, every phone call, every time there's a movie reference. Yes. All right, everyone's hearing that first right now. So we will be doing a drink edition to Scream 2022. Godly. Oh, man.
Can't wait.
Man, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. I'm officially excited for that. I mean, I was probably going to drink regardless if we were doing a drink along or not. But I mean, if we're actually going to do a drink along, then okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, the last one I want to cover tonight on this one is flat Earth. I saw a few people talking about flat Earth here in the chat. What are our thoughts on flat Earth conspiracy theories? I think it's a load of garbage.
Yeah, absolutely not.
This Earth is not flat. It's
No.
round. We live on a round planet.
Sphere. We live on a sphere.
We lives on a we lives.
We lives on sphere.
Hey, how coherent do I sound right now?
Not at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you, brother. You don't sound too good.
To be fair, I did have a few drinks before we got on here, and it's
Okay.
just now starting to hit me. So,
Okay, all at once.
yeah, it's like literally, I was like, okay, I'm doing good right now. I mean, but so I'm doing this challenge for the month. I'm doing this with my girlfriend. We're doing a gallon of water a day for 30 days. And I felt really good this month. I've like actually felt like even like when I've eaten like stuff like I love Greek a lot. I've got a Greek restaurant right down the street from me that I like to go to. Like I've eaten it. Normally I'll feel like trash after it and I just feel like a dumb human being for going back. But honestly, like since I've done this, like, I mean, look at the freaking size of this thing. Like, I mean, like it even tells you at like what times like during the day you should be like at what. Like, so it says like by like, 9 p.m. you should be done. And I felt great. So I feel like, and I mean, I haven't been eating as much during the day. Maybe that's what's like, really like hitting me right now is like the fact that, you need to
Yeah.
go eat something. Like,
Probably,
I had
honestly.
a bagel today and I had a sandwich from Subway. So yeah.
I'm sure you feel more full because you're drinking so much water.
Yeah, I do.
Because I know if I eat a lot and if I drink a lot of water afterwards, I feel like shit because my stomach feels like it's going to explode.
I mean, I also just think that it's like it's making me feel a lot better that I'm actually my body's hydrated like during the day. Like, so anybody that wants to join the challenge, we've got about 19 days left. And if you guys want to feel good, join the water drinking challenge with me. I'm just going to make this an ad. I'm
Honestly,
like, do you want to feel better during the day? Join the 30-day water chugging or the water drinking challenge. I can't even imagine chugging this thing. I would probably throw up after.
Did you know there's a woman apparently who it was like a water drinking contest or some shit, and she won, and then she ended up dying because it was like pretty much like internal drowning. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Hot. Hot. Everyone you thought it was just us two for a second, didn't you?
It always happens.
Yep. You thought it was just us and we weren't live, but we're an hour and 3 minutes in and you have now literally just
It's already been an hour?
On the air. Yeah, it's already been an hour.
Dang. Well, yeah.
Yep.
So that water's fine. Just don't be chugging a shit ton of water because you may drown. But I think it's like you have to drink like a fucking lot. Like,
yeah. I mean, a gallon is like it's not recommended. It all depends on your body weight, but I mean, a gallon's not bad to drink. I think it's like 90.
And you're doing it throughout the day. It's not fucking.
Yeah.
And then another one.
I will admit on the first day I did have to chug quite a bit to catch up to
I'm sure.
where I was because day one was kind of hard. Day one is kind of like that, like like it's like you're testing the waters, kind of like seeing
the waters.
Like, yeah. Yeah. Like yeah. Oh my god. That freaking face that you just
this one?
Yeah. And then like the fucking like what the fuck was
my thinking face?
That's your thinking face? Like, so at work you just like sit there and you're just like
under my mask.
Yeah.
No one even knows what I'm doing right now.
Oh my god. That shit is freaking wild. 5-star, thank you. I'm glad that you at least can see it. Destiny is freaking buzzing.
No, I am. Yeah,
and she's sitting here trying to tell me that I did this to her. Like, stop it.
I'm sorry. It
Weirdo.
feels good. I'm just kidding.
It feels good.
No, it feels.
I'm done.
Do it. You try it. Try it. Tuck your lip in. Oh, you got to show more teeth. They're not doing it. Don't be embarrassed. It's just the internet.
This is as far as I can go.
Really?
That's it. Yes. Sorry that I can't freaking.
There you go. It kind of went back down.
Okay,
You know, it's okay. I can't whistle.
I gotta like dry up here
Wait.
and then like.
Yeah, you have to dry it a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta
Damn,
dry it.
I can just do it on command, you know?
I'm like
Not to flex, but-
99% positive someone just snapped a screenshot of us doing that, and we're gonna be memes tomorrow. So, you know, nice. Yep.
That's fun. Gotta stop because now my face feels like it's in the habit of doing it.
Maybe you shouldn't have
Can't
freaking
control
started
it.
in the first place.
Mass hysteria. I'm sorry, guys. Everyone's gonna start doing it.
Jesus. So, I mean, this is what conspiracies do to people, man. Like, it just make people freaking crazy. Like, why are you acting the way you are, Destiny, right now? What's going on? What's happening? Tell us what's going on. Here, you know what? I'll just like get on my glasses. I'll sit in my, you know, therapy. Like, you know,
I'll lay back a little bit.
Destiny, tell us what's going on in your life, you know.
It all started when I was born.
It all started when I didn't want to be a part of this freaking world.
I didn't choose
But
this.
I'm here. So
I'm here and I'm doing my best. Kind of.
Galford's dog says that when Destiny drinks, she licks her lips or her chin like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yes, because I'm getting ready. Because one day I will play the Joker.
Honestly, I think that you'd be a great Harley Quinn. I can't even lie.
Thank you.
So, I really do.
I would love to.
Mostly
I don't know if I can do the accent.
I think that you're just as psychotic as she is. So, you know. Did you just rip that off?
Yeah, I was picking at it.
Oh my God.
Now I'm gonna
5-star says this stream has been wild.
I
mean, honestly, that's what you get when you guys come here. We start on a very good vibe. We start talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. And then we just literally look, she's fucking ripping her damn bottle now. Like, this stream has just went from conspiracy theories to now Destiny ripping her bottle.
Wait. Fuck.
Are you acting? No, don't
I'm
even.
Spider-Man.
No,
I'm Spider-Man.
Stop it. Stop.
I'm defying gravity.
Yeah, and you're sitting there and you're just like, you're like,
Really? Full. Oh shit.
Yep, there it is. There it goes. Imagine if your hand wasn't there, you would have dropped it.
It's not that much. It'll be fine. Spider-Man. Jealous. Nice. What are we doing?
I don't know. I'm done. We're watching. We're all just sitting here watching you.
Sorry, there's one more.
One more?
No.
What happened?
It broke. The other ones were so smooth.
What?
Please don't mess me up.
What do you mean it broke?
I got it. Okay. The sticker broke in half, and I thought I was going to leave.
I thought you meant the bottle broke in your hand, and like that's why you said, please don't mess me up. I thought you were going to hold up your hand to like blood, just like dripping. Like,
No, nothing like that.
I was about to be like, oh shit. I'm gonna be like, Destiny, our video is gonna get blocked on YouTube.
Too violent.
Or excuse me, you know what would come up is the thing that's on TikTok is the video. You could tell it's clearly not done by professionals, and it says the stunts in this video were performed by professionals. I feel like that's what would come up if like that was like
done by professionals. Just
professionals.
Professionals. I'm a professional.
Yeah. But so Galford's dog says you can be Martha Joker.
Who's that?
She's another villain from the comics. So
ooh.
I definitely think I could definitely see you as a Harley Quinn. I think that you'd probably be a good casting choice after Margaret Robbie. Or maybe a younger version of Harley Quinn.
I'll go back blonde for this role.
I'll
go back blonde to be her younger self.
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you do know that means you'd have to fly to and from places, right?
We can't film here. We can't film in Texas right here?
No, Hollywood normally does. They have a set agenda.
Ugh. The world does not revolve around me. That's kind
It
of
doesn't. Nope. Sorry to tell you that.
Well, I'll just grieve for the rest of the night then.
Well, you're gonna be fine after you go watch whatever movie you're gonna watch anyway. So
Yeah. It's called The Seed. I'm excited.
The Seed.
The Seed on
Cool.
Cheddar.
The Seed. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm actually gonna be watching Leprechaun this weekend in preparation for our Leprechaun episode for St. Patrick's Day this upcoming week. Super excited about that. Love me some St. Patrick's Day, mostly because it's a day to drink. I love any day that you can do that. I mean, it's just a typical ordinary day for me. So, I mean, and I'm going to have probably shout out to Mad Hatchet Brewing, by the way, the bar that we filmed at in HN. This is one of their exclusive Irish Reds right now that they have going on for St. Patrick's Day. Highly recommend. If anyone is visiting Illinois in the Shorewood area, go pay them a visit. I actually just dropped off a Haddonfield Nightmare poster for them yesterday too. They're hanging it in their lobby because it's a horror theme bar, so all you horror fans would really like it. You guys would all get a kick out of it. And they're great people, so support them if you guys can. But yeah, any other things you guys want to talk about tonight? We're going to have another conspiracy episode, I'm sure, coming out later on this year. I'm going to try and look more into some alien stuff because aliens just fascinate me. Yeah, I mean, just let us know what your guys' thoughts are on the conspiracies we talked about. And then before the stream turned into just a family gathering. So but yeah, Destiny, anything else you want to say to the audience tonight?
Thanks for being here with us.
You genuinely couldn't have sounded less genuine during that.
Thank you for being here. I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart, not being sarcastic. It may sound like that in my voice, but I'm not. Yeah, there's fucking sticker residue on this and it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a good time.
It is always a good time. So thank you guys so much for being here. Look forward to next week. We're going to be talking about Leprechaun in preparation for St. Patrick's Day. We are going to be back Monday night. So in just 3 nights from now. So stay tuned for that. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join this channel on its journey to 10,000 subscribers. And we will see you guys Monday night for Fear Freaks. Have a great weekend all. Stay safe. And we'll see you then.